I will speak in English, but I think it will be all very simple and easy to understand, so none of you need to run for the headsets. My name is Allar. I'm coming from the communications consultancy Corpore in Estonia. And and I'm here to present a sponsorship project we did for our client AEG Electrolux. The project, the sponsorship opportunity that we identified for Electrolux was a chef competition called Bocuse d'Or. This is one of the world's most prestigious competition among chefs, but and I don't know how this is in some other countries like Great Britain and etc. But in Estonia, it was only known among very few specialists, very few top chefs. None of the Baltic countries had ever been invited to participate in the competition. It is a global competition taking place every 2 years, where each country gets to send one chef to represent their country. So it's very competitive. It's sort of like the Olympics or the Eurovision of the culinary world. Now, we had, I'm just going to show some clippings in the background. There's no real text to follow. There were 3 challenges that I think we managed to get right in this sponsorship campaign. One was we had to select an Estonian candidate to represent the country. The goal for us was to get the Estonian top chefs to participate and really to reach out to this specific group of people. So what we did was we did a survey among opinion leaders, food opinion leaders, and we asking who they think would be the best people to represent Estonia. And so when we approached these chef candidates, we already could present them the survey and already present them this result as a recognition of their talent, and it would be a compliment to them in the first place. And this inspired many of them to join our national competition, which was the main event of the campaign. The second challenge was how to make this really accessible and understandable and inspiring for the general public, and how to make it not just an insider-only event, but really to engage the whole Estonian public. What we did was in all of our communications for the project, we compared this competition to competitions that people are already aware of, like the Olympics, like the Eurovision, and we used these parallels. This is something I think was successful in terms of messaging. We created a very entertaining event, and I'll show you a small video clip about this later. We invited journalists to come to this event and bring their families. We had all the participants enlist as a fan club member for the chefs who were competing in the national selection. And for the media relations, we delivered messages like 60 kilos of lamb has been used for practice for the food, etc. Small little stories that really the media picked up on. The third challenge, I think, that we got right was the right placement of the sponsor. We placed the sponsor logo on the sleeves of the chefs, because this would be the hardest for the media, for the photographers, for the cameras to avoid showing if they wanted to cover our event. And this indeed worked, because most of the, it's not very easy to show here, but most of the airtime that we got and most of the photos showed the chefs with their hands working on the different products and with appropriate airtime for the main sponsor. I think all throughout the campaign, which was a 1 month, basically a 1 month project, and we got we got coverage in 50 different media during this 1 month, including all of the top national newspapers, all of the mass media, television news, etc. And we really managed to make it a mass event, not just a specialist food thing. I think one of the key success factors was the fact that we, as a communications agency for AEG Electrolux, took on the responsibility of being the press office for the competition itself, and really, therefore, all the communications went through us, and we really had a lot of editorial control of the materials, of the messages, of the photos we sent out, and we could all along make sure our sponsor is well represented in these materials. As a result, we had 300 opinion leaders, journalists, and Electrolux strategic partners in Estonia present at the national selection event. We got 50 pieces of coverage in this 1 month period in all of the top media of Estonia. The project went on, and in the end we had 80 people who were 80 fans actually travel with the winning candidate to support him in France, which was a big effort on behalf of the fans. So enough of talking. I'll show a small clip to show you what the event was like.